Top of the morning to you. Very bright sunny morning here in Macnow. I'm standing with the land behind me and we've come down to have a look and see what progress the tractor made through the week, and we've also got a lot of chores on today. We have got the arrival of our first structure. There's a sala on the way and we're hoping by the end of the day that we'll be able to have a picnic and a few beers in it. So welcome to BNF Homestead. So the main important thing that happened this week is the land clearance, which the guys made a fantastic job of. He's coming back this afternoon to do a few more other bits for us. He's turning out to be a very useful fella. One other thing that we're celebrating, we now have electricity. Last week we just had the cable to the top of the pole up there, and now we've got a brand spanking 3-phase box. We've also got our water meter in. We've got water on site. That's Keck's brother over there. He's going to be staying on site once this sala arrives. There's Keck over there. I think you remember I said that this lecky pole is the corner of the property. You can see the wall going down there. Just to this side of the lecky pole is the path coming in, and I shall take you on a walk now, because I know the last few times I've walked you around the property you'd have probably thought I've no idea what he's talking about, whereas I did. So I'm going to take you around now. So entrance road to the left here, and then I'm walking right along the front of the property. This is going to have a wall, brick wall eventually, with an entry gate. Now soil's a little bit soft underfoot after the rain and after the ploughing, but that'll settle. Another few good drops of rain and that'll really settle, which is great. So what we've got at the moment is, as I've shown you, a load of empty land, but there's bits and bobs of roots and stuff that have been dug up, which one of today's jobs is just ambling about. If you see a piece, pick it up, throw it on a wood pile, and we'll have a few fires. So I've walked along the front. This is the beginning of our neighbour's fence, if you like. We share this fence. This is communal, but that's going to be getting knocked down and we're going to be putting a wall up. So we'll carry on along here where we share that fence with the neighbour, down into this corner, and this is where the wooden stakes I was pointing out on last week's vid. The wooden stakes show the perimeter. So there is the far corner of our field, and there's the neighbour. That's that little cow shed that I was sitting in waiting for the NIBAM last year when we were measuring things out. So then we go along all of these markings here, which again denotes the perimeter. Remember the charcoal oven? That's where it is. And this is where I was saying we're going to put the orchard, which now the land is bare Looks like a fantastic decision. I left a little copse of trees here because I just like them. And as you can see, it's pretty bright out here, and this wouldn't be a bad place when it's all tidy. Maybe have some wildflowers down here, just somewhere to come and sit and chill. Right, onwards and upwards along the perimeter. This is now the corner again. We're just next to the pond. Pond has been tidied right up. The neighbours paid our digger driver to take all the crap from around their side of the pond. So now, from where I'm standing, this post, and over there by the bamboo, that was the post that was at last time. I kept on coming back to that as almost like a benchmark. That's pretty much centre of the property. Well, not really, but kinda. So from there we just go post to post, past the pond, past where we're going to put the plantation. Keck's having a bit of a ceremony over by that tree there. She's putting banana leaves and marigolds down and lighting incense. All in the name of good luck, good health and good wealth, and may it continue for a long, long time. So we also left this bamboo. The neighbour said it could be knocked down because it is actually on her property. There's all the scrub that got knocked down into the pond last week. More over there, that was the neighbour's trees. And you can see it's already breaking down. I can see skinks climbing up it and everything. Wildlife. And Keck's brother's already been down to the pond because he's got his spear gun. He's a proper bannock. So he'll be in there hunting for his supper. Anyway, let's carry on with this perimeter walk. The fence that I kept putting my hand on last week, the fence post. This now, you can see, goes all the way down to this corner, with the pond now on my left. It goes all the way down there. This part of the land, now it's clear. Remember where I was going to put my livestock? Well, from the end of the wall down into the corner, along and back to me, that's our rectangle of livestock. And we've just been talking to a Vietnamese building supplier who said he can build warehouses, sheds, etc. for 700 baht or 900 baht square meter, depending on the quality of the steel you want. And that's floor to ceiling. So I did have a plan to put a shed down there where Keck's brother is going to sleep, with a shower and a toilet in it, which would then turn into a chicken shed at a later date. But for the price the Vietnamese guy's given me, I might well just draw out everything I need down in that livestock paddock and have it built, and then inside I can divide it up myself. Ideas in action. I've cut the perimeter walk short because our first structure, or Uncle Pim, Lung Pim, Keck's brother, his new home has just arrived on the back of a porter truck. What about that, eh? That's what we call a sala. Oh, it's met a few trees on the way in. This is what we call a sala in Laos. They're not usually this well made. There's my old mate Louis Suarez there. This has been beautifully made. All the insides are coated polythene. We're going to get this off in a minute. That means I've got to work. We'll get it off and I'll show you where we've sited it. Probably didn't see any of that, did you? He's parked his truck right in front of where we were working, where I was working. There it is, down in the shade. 11 o'clock. So that should stay in the shade all afternoon now. We just need to level it. We'll get some cinder blocks and get it up off the soil, level it tomorrow. But you have to test it first with a couple of beers. So we just finished running around everywhere. We've found an electrical shop where we could get all the parts to do a bit of dodgy wiring onto the meter. Is stealing electricity the same thing as off-grid? I suppose it is, isn't it? That's coming over now into Pim's Desres, which we're just setting up for him. Kek's doing a bit of cooking. They've been making papaya salad. I think the lads are doing... They're doing an awning, I think. Making it into a nice little gaff for him. We finally got rid of the nosy neighbours who were hanging around. We haven't been able to crack a beer yet because we knew that if we cracked a beer we wouldn't get rid of them. So, what are you making, Dal? Lap.
New house, new
warming house. The new house. Pim has even got a mini fridge here. Look at that. Still got all the wrappings inside it. We just turned it on. It's working. So every time we come to site now, we can have ice cold beers. So Lung Pim didn't sleep too good last night in his new house, he said. Why couldn't he sleep though?
Concerned that someone will come and take things away.
Burglars, country burglars. I don't think there's too many of them around here. I'd be more worried about snakes and anything like that. Yeah, that's what I just said. There's plenty of ants coming up from the soil. It'll aerate it, I suppose. Where's that cooking oil, Dal? I need that cooking oil. This morning, my first job, while it's still cool, it is 8:15. Beautiful time of the day down on the homestead. I've brought my brush cutter. No, I haven't brought my brush cutter. I've brought my pole saw. Just going to top it up with a little bit of oil. And I'm going to do a little bit of topiary on that bamboo clutch down by the pond. What I want to do is take the lower branches away to about 2 meters, maybe a bit more, so we can sit underneath the bamboo. At the moment it's full of all sharp shite with thorns in it that'll take your eyes out, so I'm going to get on with that. half time. Gonna have a blow halfway through. Come back and do a bit more after I've had some water. So Keck and a brother are just picking up all the brushwood, dead wood that's been left when the tractor ploughed everywhere. Well, it's only 9:31. I've managed to give the bamboo trees a haircut over by the pond. They're about, I don't know, just over head height. Just trimmed them right down. Bit of a haircut, just round the front sides so we can sit under them, get a bit of shade. Horrible stuff though, full of spikes and thorny things, and they're all intertwined. You cut one piece and you think it's free and you go to pull it, and all the other ones have wrapped into it, knitted into it, and they all scratch against your arms and your face. Horrible stuff. So, resting, and also went down the bottom of the roadway in and took the hedge cutters and had a little go at that. I don't know what's the span between the lecky poles. I went from one lecky pole to another. It's about 10 metres maybe. So I've done 10 metres on one side, and then maybe I'll do another 10 metres later when I put some fluids back in. Wifey's out in the sunshine. She's planting. What are you planting already? Huh? Mac now? In Mac now? You're planting Mac now? So this is like the bamboo. See the spikes on it? This is baby lime trees. They're already nasty, and when they get big, you get massive big thorns on them. Because the tractor's been down and ploughed it all. Soil's nice and soft. And it looks quite nice underneath, that though. Bit sandy.
Ants.
Ants, well, they'll aerate it.
I'm worried they're going to cut the roots.
No.
Oh, forget to bring chicken poop.
Bring some next time. I want to put some round the bottoms of the trees. That tree in particular, over there, the big tall one. It just doesn't look quite too healthy. So I want to find out what kind of tree it is, what we can give him. Magnesium, calcium, I don't know. But you can always find out nowadays, can't you? In the old chat GPT and Google. What do you want? Huh? You're looking for food, are you? You're looking for food? Got some teeth on you there, haven't you? Eh? Come over here and cut our grass for us. While I was down this bottom end of the land, trimming that bamboo, there's another big old clutch of bamboo right on the back fence line that's in the neighbour's property, but it then encroached over onto ours. So we specifically said to the digger driver, anything that's on our side, rip it out. And looking from the top road where we parked the car down into this corner where the bamboo is, you wouldn't really see because there's a tree in the way. But that's the tree that was in the way from me looking down into this corner. But now I've come down here, let's have a look what he's done, or what he's not fucking done. So he's just bent it all over, hasn't dug it out, and just left it. And have a guess what? The missus has paid him. So we've got 3 hopes of getting them back here to sort that out. Bob Hope, no hope, and fucking envelope. So we've just come up to see our little Vietnamese friend, see what he can sort us out with as far as livestock, sheds, barns, barnyard. That's what we're after building. And this young man here said he could facilitate that for us. So wifey's off to see if we can seal a deal, aren't we? So this guy, we stopped yesterday across the road, over there, that big orange building. That's his storage shed over there, and then he's got this, what would you call it? House building place? Like a B&Q. He's got all the cement in the back there, he's got everything, plaster, paint, rebar, roofing materials, plumbing. Boss lady's getting ready to do a calculation. She's got the magic book there. She keeps everything in that book. She knows every penny we've spent. How much have we spent so far, Dal? What's your totals? Scores on the doors? Keeping it a secret, are you? We've only just started. So we had a chat with our Vietnamese matey. What's the numbers he's given us there, Dal? He can build a steel framed warehouse type thing. He does it in. He gives you the price in square meters. And for that, he was 700 baht, yeah?
Per square meter.
That's just all the stanchions, the foundations for the stanchions, the purlins, the roof structure, and the roofing materials, which is sheet steel. If we want walls on it, there is another square meterage price, and if we want a concrete floor. So we've got plenty of information off him. What was it? The roof is 700 baht a square meter, the roof structure and all the stanchions. So basically a pole barn, $700 a square meter. The walls are 400 baht a square meter. So if we want sheeting on the walls, 400 baht a square meter. And the concrete
is just for the workers.
Yeah.
We have to buy our.
That's $5. It's $5 a square meter, 100,000. Isn't
Yeah.
it? $5 a square meter labour. We have to buy all the materials. So we're gonna go and measure up anyway. We scratched down a barn that was an L shape of 25 meters, 10 meters deep, an L shape that goes in the corner, and that would have been
12,000.
No, how many square meters? I said 253, 400 square meters. 400 square meters times 700 baht a square meter, $2,800 roughly. No. 400 by 700 baht. My head's not working. I'll talk to you later. It's roughly $8,000. Now I've had the calculator out. It was going into baht, so it turns out to be gazillions, and then you have to. So it's about 8,000.
Nope.
No air. I'm trying to get some air in the tyre. So it turned out about $8,000. So we were doing 400 square meters, 700 baht, times that, and then divide it into dollars. So it's about 8,000. That's probably a bit too big for what we want. That was 25 meters by 10 meters in an L shape. So we're going to go back, we're going to measure up and have a look at exactly what we need, and then we can do some more calculations. How does that look? We're just marking out where the pole barn is. So this would be the corner of it. Down there, 20 meters we've made it. Not 25 like we drew. Then we're going out there, 10 meters. 10 meters back, 10 meters across, 10 meters back, 20 along the back wall. That's a good sized barn.
And here is toilet next to here.
Yeah. So this is then 10 by 10, that's 100, 200. So we're talking 300 square meters times 700 baht, 210,000 baht, $6,000, something like that. we'll do the calcs later. It's too hot to be standing out here doing calcs. Calculations done. We're on our way home. Done a bit of sweating, a bit of work. So it's a good weekend. The pole barn with sheeting on the longest sides, the rear longest sides. Leave the barn open at the front with the L shape. Total price that I've worked out is $6,500, $8,500, $9,000 for a 20 meter by 20 meter L-shaped barn that is 10 meters deep across the L. 300 square meters was it done? Yeah. 300 square meters. Not a concrete floor. The floor is not included. But we kind of plan, once that pole barn's up, we'll just do it bit by bit. We'll put some flooring in there. We'll put a concrete base in there where we want to just put a little room for sleeping or whatever. Because we're certainly not ready to put animals in there yet until we build a house. But it's just a useful space to store stuff, for Keck's brother to live underneath, out of the rain in wet season, and it's just another step forward. Very exciting.
If we do that, if we're done with that, so we have kind of have like idea where we're gonna plant. Right now, we just don't know where to plant.
We've just got a big old piece of land and we're trying to fathom out. But I think if we work on the back paddock and we work on the orchard as well, and basically we've left our space then to where we're going to build a house, which we're just waiting to sell a piece of land in Luang Nam Ta that we've got up for sale, and we'll use that cash for building the house. So we've got loads to progress. Don't forget to like
and subscribe.
Thank you to everyone who tuned in for last week's video and the new subscribers. But if you come over from BNF Asia, please subscribe also. It doesn't mean you're going to get all kinds of nonsense emails when you subscribe. All it means is it will be on your play feed on YouTube. When you open YouTube, if we put a video up, it shows on your feed. That's all that subscribing means, and it just helps us heaps. So until next week, we will see you on BNF Homestead. Ta-ta for now.